Guys, hello and welcome to the Liberia TV network. Today we are here at the grounds of the Capitol building, and while we are passing through, we were fortunate to have bumped into one of the appointees who were just recently appointed by the president from Great Cape Mount County. But howbeit, he's going to introduce himself better to us, and thereafter we can better proceed. So hello sir, and welcome to the Liberia TV network.
Hello, my dear brother. How are you doing?
I'm good, sir. What's your name?
My name is Kabilu Eshkone.
We learned that you have been one of those appointees. Would you love to share with the public as to what position you were actually appointed to?
Yes, I was nominated to the position of Statutory Superintendent of the Appointing Statutory District, Great Cape Mount County. And today we were called upon to come for a confirmation hearing. And that's why we are here today. And successfully we went through the confirmation. The confirmation, and now we are waiting maybe in the course of this week to be getting our confirmation letters.
You seems to be one of those extrovert. You seems to be more open up to national and even some international issues from the way actually articulate issue. What do you actually hope to see the next stage Great Cape Mount County should be in coming years? And what are some of those expertise or experience are you bringing forth to the job?
Thank you very much for that beautiful question. As a matter of fact, I come from the background of social sciences. I hold a BA degree in sociology with emphasis in public administration, and by extension, I hold some diploma and some certificates. I also graduated from the University of Liberia, from Liberia College, by 2018. So it's not a surprise. I was a local government official in the just ended region of President Wia as a relieving commissioner for the same statutory district, Appointing Statutory District. And again, I'm being fortunate to be reappointed before to a higher level, that is the statutory superintendent position. And so it is actually my pleasure seeing that Great Cape Mount County is going to move forward, most especially with the faces that I saw. We saw the nomination, the list from the Executive Mansion website, and today when we met, the faces are almost like we knew one another, or we know one another, and that we are happy with this appointment and hoping that we're all going to work together.
Many will be wondering as to what's the meaning of a statutory, because people might be wondering what you mean by statutory superintendent in the county. Are you the highest person in the county in terms of local leadership or what? Or will you love to tell us?
I am the highest at the statutory level, not the county.
Okay.
The statutory district superintendent report is appointed by the president, but reports administratively to the county superintendent and subsequently to the Internal Affairs Minister and to the President. So by virtue of my position, I am the highest at the level of the statutory district.
What do you make up from the President appointment, wherein they said they are going to go by the act of the county leadership, at least ranging from a mayor you should have at least a BSc. What's your take about that?
I'm very much happy of that. If you read comparative education administration, I'm happy with that decision, because there are other countries, if you read comparative administration, will tell you one who suffered, let me just use the common terminology, one who suffered to go to school should also get the best of education. So if they would come up with this law that one who has a BSc should hold certain position, like ranging from city mayor to the higher of the county, I really appreciate that. It will encourage many of us who are now being venturing, or if we have been venturing to go to school and not completing the process of our education, the obtaining a degree. I'm very much happy with this law that is going to encourage many people to go to school and complete to obtain a degree or obtain a document.
What do you hope to achieve during your process of doing your tenure or your stay in leadership?
We hope to achieve a lot, but on the overall, my first priority as a statutory superintendent and with my court of officers that are willing to work with me, the first and foremost thing we want to do is to reunite our people. Because if you go Great Cape Mount County, we have not been fighting with blow, but politically, we have been divided. So to achieve development in Great Cape Mount County, we have to reunite ourselves, we have to reconcile. So if we reconcile ourselves, it means we can take development, and we can take Great Cape Mount County at the top of development.
Do you have anything else to say to the audience and also to this platform?
Again, are calling on the audience at my country, Great Cape Mount County, and the Republic of Liberia. We just need to work together. Liberia is one of the countries, and more especially the country I come from, is one of the countries that have many resources. But if we are not united, those that are going, the business partners we have in the country that getting out our resources will not benefit anything. So I'm calling on the audience that we need to all work together. We need to unite. We need to reunite and bring development to Great Cape Mount.
Last time before you leave, I forgot. What's your take about the county? And we learned that you have been trained out of the process, especially the male team. What's your take? I think you are one of those football lovers.
I may say I'm disappointed, but again, it's a ball game. The way you expect it, usually in our common saying, say football is a biscuit, where you don't expect it to break, there where it can sometimes break. But again, we want to encourage our players. This is not a live county meet. As we always have in county meets that also unite people, we want to encourage our boys and girls to keep the courage, let them not feel discouraged, as another county meet is also on hand so that Great Cape Mount County can be at the top.
Thank you so much. You say your name again?
My name is Kabiru Ishpone.
Thank you, sir. We are still here at the grounds of the Capitol building, and we're trying to get prominent young people and citizens view with regards to how their counties look like, and also how do they see the country actually moving. Of recently have been series of national issues, critical national issues in Logbo. So today we bumped into one of our brothers. So hello and welcome to the Liberia TV network.
Thank you very much.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Lorenzo Carter.
Lorenzo. From which county?
From Great Cape Mount County.
Yeah, President Boakai have been carrying on numerous of nominations, especially from your county. Your county has benefited from that nomination. And when it comes to governance, what do you take? What's your take about such?
I think I appreciate the appointment done by His Excellencies, except that the appointment is not being gender sensitive to our own satisfaction. Like the county administration itself, from the superintendent down to the administrative officer, we believe that the president who have thought to have made the central administration gender sensitive at least. But again, we are thankful for the level of people that are being preferred in the different positions. We believe that many of them that have been designated to the different positions are now part of our generation, and we think that we can work with them going forward.
When you talk about gender sensitive, the nomination or the appointment not being gender sensitive, who do you hold responsible for that, or what do you actually foresee in, say, a nomination or appointments?
So for me, I would have thought that our lawmakers, especially so our two senators, we have seen it befitting at least to have a female or two in the central administration, appointment. But again, we can question that decision, but I would have really preferred or appreciated it.
Today, President Boakai is President of the Republic of Liberia, and we are seeing numerous of protests. We are seeing numerous of uprising in the country. What do you love to say about such?
Well, I believe also that there are some missteps. But again, I am not discouraged. I also hope that there will be some step taken to correct some of the missteps. I mean, just this morning I posted asking as to whether how far is the access recovery team, how far have we gone with the government official doing drugs tests before taking office, and how far is the fight against drugs and abuse in the country. As you are aware, the LDEA started on a very, forceful, in a very forceful way, but there's now a slow pace in terms of I'm going to do my drugs test as a designated government official, or LDEA moving from here there. We don't no longer see that. So I was like concerned this morning. I even did a public post on it. So I believe that, maybe there could be some level of complacency as we go forward, or maybe there are some plans in the back to come in a very special way.
So with that level of delay you are sensing, you've been one of those youthful president in Liberia, what do you sense from different angles?
Come again?
You've been one of the youthful person in Liberia, and prominent young person, and there have been some delay in most of the president's proclamation with regards to drugs issue and also the functioning of the LDA. And today there have been some delay. What are you actually sensing?
Well, like I said, the government just came to power, and so yes, indeed, we might have some issues, but it's also better to give them the opportunity as they go forward. What we will now renege on is to continue to remind them that yes, indeed, you campaign on this matter, and there's a need for you to deliver on your promises. Because if you don't do, then of course, I will equally not hesitate to raise our voice, those of us from the civil society background.
So you live in Cape Mount and you understand the Cape Mountain issues. There have been numerous of protests in Kinjor, especially with the Bee Mountain. And we've been hearing that the issue about Daba Ali has left the company. But there have been this series of upraising tensions coming out on a daily basis. Would you love to provide your thoughts with regards to the issue of Bee Mountain?
So many a times we from the civil society background, when we see the need to raise our voices, right? When we see the need to protest, then we want a space to sit around the table to raise our concern. For me, protest is not a bad thing. It calls for attention. It calls on the relevant kind of people to give us space around the table to have conversation. Except that when people decide to unreasonably protest, that is, yes, indeed, even if they are called around the table, they fail on delivering the agenda for which they want to protest and become very unreasonable in terms of the conversation. So the issue in Kinjor, yes, indeed, we appreciate the young people. Myself, I'm one of the persons who went against most of the issues and the way Bee Mountain was proceeding. In fact, in December of last year, we gathered here, we led our petition program. We came here and petitioned the national legislature, especially when they were in the process of restating the Bee Mountain agreement, right? But then again, I think that government has a responsibility to look at all of the different issues, and we have been working along it now with county stakeholders, county government officials, and national government as well to ensure that what happened in Kinjor, we'll have an amicable solution to solving most of the problems there. And that is working for us gradually. It's not going to be automatic.
Lastly, do you have anything else to say to the media or to the audience?
Well, I again want to express my delight and congratulations to those that have been designated to serve our country. And as a young person and a youth leader of Cape Mount County, we are open up to working with them. And we look forward to getting that cooperation as well. And the fact that we want to work with them, we not hesitate to raise our voices where necessary on issues that we believe should be in the general interest of the people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.